Well, hello, everybody. Good morning. And yeah, we haven't done these in a while. As another episode of Friendly Neighborhood Marks. I am Drew. You already know me from a few things, but this guy over here, he's the pride of South Carolina, the pride of Brooklyn, the savage of Brooklyn, I might add. And he is.
RJ the Brooklyn Savage, and you're motherfucking right. And if you don't agree with that, that's your wife's ass.
Oh, already this early, my guy.
This early, this goddamn early.
Yeah, but anywho, man, what's up with you?
What's new? Working,
Yeah, same man.
putting out my wrestling shows.
Yeah, how's that going?
Did commentary for another show that's coming up this Friday, the Madison Cup. So that's gonna be fun for anybody likes call wrestling from WWE 2K. And I would say shit is going up and up, man. Our roster is getting big. Views are going up. Subscribers are going up as well. So there you go.
I'm happy to hear that, man. I'm proud of you.
Yeah. Shout out to the rest of the team too, because I mean, I'm not just doing this stuff by myself. It's a really group effort. So there you go.
Well, at the end of the day, we can't just we can't do everything on our own. Like, it takes
No.
It takes a team to make this shit happen.
Even a tough guy like me has to have help every once in a while.
Yeah, certainly.
And I tell you one thing I don't need help with.
Huh.
I don't know if you saw my tweet earlier this morning, but my new neighbor is a cuck, so I don't need help tap dancing his wife if I needed to.
I mean, there you go. You already have your invitation, I guess.
I was yesterday. I went on a little stroll because I'm off on Wednesday, so I was chilling. I went outside, went to the gas station, got me something to drink, got me something to snack on a little bit. I go to check my mailbox because it's been a couple of days. Sometimes when you get off of work, you don't check the mailbox sometimes, and a few days could pass along. So I went ahead and checked my mailbox, make sure I had no bills in it or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And the husband and the wife are leaving the car.
Mm-hmm.
And then this muscle bound black guy with a tank top comes out one of the back doors. And the husband goes, "Yeah, honey, I can't wait for you to suck that dick again." I said, "What?" And she said, "You're gonna be my good daddy and sit in the corner." And then he said, "Yes." I was like, "No." I was like, "No, bro." I said, "Ain't no way." Ain't no way. I was like, "Damn." I don't even think they see me either. They probably should have heard me. Because as soon as I heard that, I said, "Nah, bruh."
I'm almost positive they might have seen you or heard you at least.
I don't think they just cared. I don't think they cared. They had to. Because my mailbox is right a few steps away from where their yard begins. So when I heard that, I was like, "Nah, bruh." And they were just carrying on. She had her hand around the black guy, and the husband was following him around like puppy dog. I was like, "Oh shit!"
Shit, if this was like the Office, there should be a camera right there where your face just looks at the camera and goes.
Yo, I be doing that. I dead ass looked at. I looked to the side like there was a camera. And there was nothing but a kitty cat just laying there in the middle of the road. But I'm just like, what the fuck? I said, wow. I said, there's always something with that house. First, like 10 years ago, there was meth and crackheads that lived in that house. I mean, it got so bad. They was cooking their shit in there so bad that the transformer blew out over there.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I was gaming one night. Me and Ty and Maverick, we was all on on Facebook on the Facebook Messenger call. The next thing you know, here, I look outside, over on the opposite side, over there on across the road, across the street, whatever. Dark. I'm like, what? And you see nothing but smoke from the transformer. I was like, wow, that's crazy. And then a couple of years after that, that's when my neighbor Heather bought the house. and she was living in the house with her boyfriend. They broke up, so she left around after COVID started, and
Mhm.
then the guy and his wife moved in there, and she caught him cheating, which I talked about on Twitter too at the time. He caught his wife cheating on him with another man.
Jeez.
And he was like, "Why would you do this to me? Like, please tell me. Why would you do this to me?" I was like, "Oh God." I said, "Damn." And then Heather, I guess they didn't after that, they split up and didn't pay the rent or whatever, and Heather wound up putting them out. So Heather moved back in again. And then Heather left to go to the military. She got discharged recently and just gave the house to these new people. And they some freaky motherfuckers. God damn. There's always something going on in that house.
Shit, the house is possessing someone, I guess.
Or something. Jesus Christ. Druggies, adulterers, nasty motherfuckers.
You know, demons are nasty motherfuckers.
Oh man, what's next? They have some baby oil parties over there. You have some Diddy shows over there.
No, not Diddy shows.
Oh my God.
Shit, Diddy will probably go into hiding and fucking buy that house.
Oh God, no. Hey Playboy, you want to come over? No, hell no, I don't. I'm good to go.
He just comes out in his all white robe and disguise like, hey, RJ, you a savage, right? and my man's, you got any baby oil in your house? No, I got no fucking baby oil.
Actually, I do got baby oil in my house, but you can't have it. You can't have it, Diddy.
Come on, brother.
Nah, man. $2 million. I'm gonna see how obsessed he really is. Because hey, if somebody's obsessed with something, they'll pay out of the nose to get it.
Shit, your fucking life is gonna turn to Obsession, starring Diddy.
Oh God. This motherfucker want. What does he want? What does he want?
Hey, RJ, you want to go shopping?
I thought you need some clothes, man. I just want to take you shopping, Playboy. Nah, dog, I'm good.
Hey, man, come to the shower. I got some beats to show you.
Hell no, we good to go, man. I ain't gonna be waking up hurting like Lil Leroy.
Jeez,
Lil Leroy, I woke up hurting and I don't know why. Stop it, Lil Leroy. You know why? You over here getting that Meek Mill special. oh, shit.
Hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished.
That's what you was getting, Lil Leroy. Shit.
Jeez.
I had trying to fake the funk, nigga. Come on, man. Out of your fucking mind. But yeah, we live in a very strange world, people. That's the bottom line of it all.
Yes.
You know.
I mean, strange world full of death. We already heard our third famous person death today.
I thought just now something popped up on my phone about Sean Astin. I thought he died too for a sec.
No, it's he's fine. But like,
yeah, no, he's fine. No, I saw it and he's fine. They were just saying that he's been a good guy.
But fucking Optimus Prime.
Yeah.
Fucking 3 days in a row. I mean, Tuesday you had Dolly. Yesterday
that came out of nowhere. Nobody said anything about Dolly being sick.
She had mentioned, I think, last year that she had to cancel her tour due to health reasons, and that's really the gist of it. Yeah. I know she just did a music video with Sabrina Carpenter. Yeah, and that's really about it. And then, of course, Tuesday we got the news, and yesterday was Tim Curry, who actually died the same day, but they wanted to hold off on the news because they didn't want to overshadow Dolly. And then today, fucking Optimus Prime.
All in the 80s too.
I think Optimus was Peter Cullen. That's his name.
Peter Cullen.
Yeah, he was 85, I believe.
Yeah.
And of course, everybody's like the wrong 80-year-old died. It's we're not gonna get into that, but like, yeah, man, just so many.
Don't people know that sometimes wicked shit happens for you for wishing death upon people?
Yeah,
people need to stop that. Death ain't nothing to play with.
No, it ain't. I mean, was it last week or the week prior? We had Hayden. And she was
Yeah,
she was
that fucked me up. Like Dolly, Peter Cullen, Tim Curry. I've never seen anything Tim Curry was in. Nothing. Um, but Peter Cullen, obviously, he did the voice of Optimus Prime for the Transformer movie. So yeah.
yeah.
How did you find those glasses? eBay.
He was just
Uh,
an Invincible in the recent season of Invincible.
yeah, I'm not. I don't. I don't really follow that show sharply like I should. But
Yeah, but Hayden, like you said, like she was my age.
yeah, Hayden. We all anybody who's in their 30s, in their mid to late 20s, early 30s, early to mid 30s, that range. We all grew up on Hayden Panettiere
Yeah,
somehow, some way, whether it's from Remember the Titans to Bring It On to her stuff on Disney Channel, which is where I first got exposed to her. I didn't watch Remember the Titans until a little bit later on
yeah,
in my teens. So I know they showed us that movie in PE and stuff like that. And you're like, oh shit, that's a really good movie. Uh but yeah, that I think that one fucked me up out of all of them. Cause Dolly was cool. Dolly was for the people. Um
Can I ask you something real quick?
yeah, go ahead.
This is kind of like a random question, and I need to like word it in a way that doesn't sound weird. But like, was the black community like really like big on Dolly Parton?
As far as I know, yeah.
No. Yeah.
I was talking to my friend slash manager Shay yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday. We was talking. She's like, "Yeah, Dolly did so much amazing things for the black community and stuff like that. When it comes to books and education and just trying to keep the peace more than anything."
Right.
And I was like, "Yeah, I do remember. Like hearing about that and stuff like that and seeing about that because I know my mom was kind of high on her too. Not so much of her music, but just her as a person. Um, but yeah, a lot of black people fuck with Dolly for sure.
Yeah, she was cool.
And of course, for the perverts, it didn't help that respectfully, I'm not gonna disrespect Dolly, but yeah, yeah, what else she's famous for, but
Yeah. I mean,
but
she was like out and proud about it. So it's just like,
yeah.
yeah.
But yeah, that certainly did not hurt her cause at all. But yeah, nah, but a lot of people really did like Dolly a lot. So
Mhm.
whether you're a fan of her music or just a fan of her as a person,
Yeah.
her philanthropy, if you will.
Hmm. Yeah, Hayden, like she, like you said, but the first thing I saw was Remember the Titans, and I was just like, this little kid actress, like she's really talented, because
Very, very
there's
charismatic and very energetic.
very charming, like her timing's really good, and like other things she was in, I saw her in I saw her, she came on SVU twice as like two different characters. Um, what else? She was in Bring It On 2, which actually wasn't that bad. Um, I never got into Heroes the way everyone else did, so I can't really comment on that too much. And,
No, I think that was when I was in middle school and Heroes was like a hit from like '06 to like 08, '09, maybe.
yeah, and then she came out in the recent Scream movies. Yeah, it's just like I always wondered like why isn't she a bigger star than she should be, and then you kind of found out why because of without getting too grim on here. It's just was being she was pretty much being groomed. When she was an 18-year-old kid, and then from then on, and then she was suffering from like substance abuse and yeah, just Hollywood's sick, man.
And
How they treat
she
kids.
died, and she died in my neck of the woods too.
She did, really.
Mhm. They said they found her body in South Carolina.
Shit.
I was like, whoa, that's yeah.
Yeah, man. It's yeah. I hate to start the show off on a sad note. It's just something we kind of had to put out,
Yeah,
just
yeah.
discuss. But
It'd be remiss if we didn't mention, these icons.
yeah, Peter Cullen. Like not the biggest Transformers fan, but
Like, you don't like the movies?
yeah, the movies aren't for me. I mean, I acknowledge that Transformers is like huge for a lot of people.
I like the
So,
first and the second one. The rest of them after that, I really didn't care for. Once they took Megan Fox out and had him with the other chick, and then Shia LaBeouf went crazy, so they moved on to other people. It was just like,
yeah, Bumblebee was good.
yeah, I hadn't seen that. Yeah, I just lost interest. I just lost interest.
Well, Bumblebee's good because Michael Bay didn't direct it, so I'll just kind of sell it to you like that. I didn't see the one that came out with Red Hood, not Red Hood, the Hood.
The Hood,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
Anthony
didn't see
Ramos.
that one. So, and then Tim Curry, like for me, it's just like he came out in Home Alone 2. He was Pennywise in the first It like TV series. A lot of people don't seem to remember that It was a TV series. It wasn't a movie. It was like a
Yeah.
mini series on TV. And then like other movies like Fern Gully, um, and then like Wild Thornberries. I think that's kind of what he's biggest known for. He played Nigel,
Nigel, yeah.
the dad. So, and I know he had a stroke recently, and he actually like battled through it. And he just there's a quote he had where he just said straight up like, "I'm not afraid of death. You know, it's looming, so I'm just gonna have to be prepared for it." So, and then yeah, man, just 3 deaths in a row. It's fucking sucks.
Yeah, no, it does. It does. Yeah, no, it definitely does. I mean, things can happen at any given moment. Sometimes people go through illnesses and stuff like that, whether it's mental or physical, to the point where they kind of know when they're nearly on borrowed time sometimes, and then you have people who just struggle with things and just go off the rails, and it just happens at just that crazy instance, and you just like, whoa, you weren't prepared for this. So death strikes you, man. It really does. My grandmother, I didn't we didn't know that 2024 was gonna be the last time we was gonna see her.
Mm.
But it just happened. So I mean, it can literally come out of nowhere sometimes. So
Yeah.
that's why people, always stress to people all the time. Look, just just live, because not a lot of people get a chance to say that they can. Even if you don't have everything in life, just try to just live, man. Live with what you got and the good people around you. Fuck the unnecessary people that don't mean you no good or anything like that. Just roll with the people that roll with you and roll with you unconditionally,
Mm-hmm.
and just call that a day. To me, that's a success.
Yeah. I mean, it's the common phrase of like, family is family. Just the people related to you by blood. They don't always have to be your family. If they're not treating you the way you want to be treated, it's like you can always find your family elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I have my family, and most of a big chunk of them are people that I'm not blood related to, and that's kind of the way I like it. So, but let's move on to some other things that we kind of need to discuss. So you mentioned you didn't watch Lanterns. I have the first 2 episodes. Me and Joe Punches, we covered it on the most recent episode. So I'll just kind of give it a quick, run through. I'm digging Lanterns. I really enjoy it. I don't know shit about Green Lantern, so I can't. So I went into this kind of blind. I kind of know what I know, which is really not a whole lot. Um, my only exposure to Green Lantern was in the animated like cartoons and movies, um, and the Ryan Reynolds movie, which was no bueno. Which really wasn't his fault, although he wasn't a good Hal Jordan. I think he was. I think he would have been better as a Wally West rather than Green Lantern, but that's just me. But in this version, like it's like that saying, this isn't your grandpappy's Green Lantern. Like this almost seems like it's Green Lantern written for A, the fans, and B, a more adult audience. Because I know you and me are our biggest caveat with the trailers is like, why is it mature? Why does Green Lantern need to be mature?
Yeah, why is he
And
cursing and shit?
which, that's one thing I kind of do have a problem with still, but it's just like if that's kind of my only issue, then that's fine. Because I'm enjoying the show because this is kind of what I want to see more of this from the DCU. Because with Marvel, yeah, Marvel is kind of getting their legs back with some good content movies, even though they're getting rid of some things. But we already talked about that with the DCU. They need to be different. They need to kind of have their own footing in their universe. And I like the fact that we're getting different things. I like the fact that we have a Green Lanterns TV show that's true detective. Like I like the fact that we're getting a Clayface movie in a few months that is a body horror film set in Gotham. You know, I wasn't one of the people that was like, oh, Supergirl did bad. Oh, the end of the DCU. Paramount's gonna get rid of James. Like, no, it's one bad because if we send like let's go back in the time machine. After Iron Man, what did we get after Iron Man? We got Iron Man 2 and the Hulk, and those weren't exactly winners. Like, let's stop romanticizing the MCU and let's just be real. There have
Yeah,
been some not so good movies.
yeah, Iron Man 2 it had potential, but you know, with Mickey Rourke, and you would thought that would have been great, but I don't know. To me, Justin Hammer overshadowed him in that, and that was kind of like my problem with that.
Yeah.
And the Incredible Hulk, I didn't think the Incredible Hulk was a bad movie. I actually enjoyed that better than the David Banner
Yeah.
Hulk from 2003.
Yeah.
Like a
Same.
lot of people crap and shit on that movie, but I thought the movie was fine. I didn't find anything offensive about it, to be honest with you. Was it boring in certain spots? Yeah. But I thought my man was great as the Abomination. I thought he was great.
Yeah.
when he when he was when he was smacking him around, show me the monster, show me the monster. We was like, what the fuck? Me and my sisters, we would fucking jack each other up. Show me the monster. Like just fucking just copying the dude. But yeah, I mean, I thought those was okay, but a lot of people don't like those movies. A lot of people didn't like Thor.
Yeah. And I like Thor, but I can
A
see
lot
why
of people
people
did.
didn't.
A lot of people didn't like the Captain America movie either. They thought it was too old school and boring. And I was like, that's besides the boring part, it's supposed to be old school. Duh. Like what the fuck? Cap is like 100 years old. Like, of course you're gonna be telling a story from back in the day. Like you motherfuckers. So I mean, it's your personal preference. Supergirl, I saw it. I wasn't overly enthused by it, but that doesn't mean we got to work out the kinks. That's what it is. He's starting off fresh. You got to work out with the kinks. Not everything you got to put out is going to be a winner, but you put it out there to see, engage, whether there's going to be continued interest in this, that, and the other, or you put it out, see what you could tweak by the time you try to make a sequel, or
Yeah.
when you try to use that character again, and you have your mistakes. Sometimes you got to have what do they say? You got to have mistakes by trial sometimes.
Yeah.
That's fine. You know what I'm saying? As long as you can bring it back, okay. Maybe we should have a better villain for Supergirl to go up against. Maybe we could tweak this, tweak that, let the character grow and develop. You can't get better without even trying sometimes. Sometimes you got to fail. Sometimes you got to come out mid in order to course correct things next time around when you go back to do it again.
Yeah. Agreed. And most of the time, it just comes down to who's directing it. Like sometimes you can have a director and a writer that just aren't in sync. In this case, you had a director and a writer that just weren't in sync.
And
So
sometimes you have writers and directors and creators who try to ball before they crawl.
yeah.
Like you have to slow it the fuck down and tell a good story, and then have your action and this, that, and the other, and have the compelling characters. And keep politics out of the movies too. I can't stand that shit either.
Very true. Very true.
Like, come on, man. Like, I'm here to be entertained, not to be preached. That's another thing. We gotta stop that shit.
Yeah. I mean, I had high hopes for Supergirl because I liked the comic that it was supposed to be based on.
Mm-hmm.
And I was, to me, I was just like, oh, the unknown. Like maybe we can get something creative out of this. And we just got a very by the numbers, comic book film that again wasn't the worst thing I've ever seen, because I've seen Craven in theaters. I've seen Madam Web in theaters. I
Yo,
saw
why would
Morbius
you
in
do
theaters
that?
because I'm a dirty whore. All this shit. I don't know why. I just am. I said Fan Four Stick in theaters as
Why would you do that to yourself?
I famously have told you this, and yeah,
I can't.
but
I just really
yeah,
fan four stick that horrible piece of shit. That was like it felt like 3 hours I never get back, and I think that movie was only like an hour and like 25 minutes, some bullshit like that.
yeah. Like I was trying to be optimistic and be like, hey, maybe it won't be that bad, and then
To
it
quote
was
Brer, it was the shits.
it was the drizzling shits.
It's the shits. It's the shits.
Yes, sir. It was pretty bad.
Terrible. It was terrible. Like I mean, uh, nah. To me, I always tell Ty all the time. There's a movie I want to see, and there's a movie I'm going to pay top dollar to go see. Fan Four Stick wasn't going to be it. That's for damn sure. Just like Supergirl wasn't going to be it. I'm not a Supergirl fan. Like
Right.
I'll see that whenever I want to see it. That's just about it. There's no other ways around that joint, So
But yeah, I will say I think as much as I love James Gunn, I think he's probably a little bit too overly ambitious with this universe. And B, I'm more interested to see other things he does where he's not like personally a part. Well, I mean, he's gonna be an EP regardless, but like stuff where it doesn't feel like he has his like fingerprints all over it. You know what I mean?
yeah,
And
I mean, when I saw Supergirl, I thought Guardians of the Galaxy, just some aesthetics and stuff like that, just
mhm.
reminded me of Guardians of the Galaxy. And I'm like, James, we got to change. We got to shake it up, brother. We got to shake it up.
So,
So
going back to Lanterns, like Lanterns doesn't feel like it has James Gunn's like fingerprints all over it. It feels like something different and something unique. And for everybody complaining, and I mean we've complained too, where it's just like, where's the space stuff? We get space stuff. They already gave
mhm.
us the space stuff like early on in the series. And I love Kyle Chandler in the role. I think he's great. He's Coach Taylor to me, always, but like him being this like charming but also kind of a dick, seasoned Hal Jordan, I think works. Um Josh Brolin was almost Hal Jordan and then he turned it down, and then Kyle Chandler got the role. I'm like, I'm actually glad Josh Brolin turned this down because Kyle Chandler is just so good in this role. And Aaron Pierre as John Stewart, everyone on the show works. Like Aaron Pierre and Chandler, I think they have great chemistry together. It's basically a buddy cop movie essentially, where both of them have their own ideologies on doing the Green Lantern stuff. Hal almost seems like he doesn't care about it anymore, whereas John seems like he takes it a lot more seriously than him, and he's not even the Green Lantern yet. And I also like the idea of that this is a world where superheroes are already established even before Superman. Because the first episode, they went back to 1996 where John Stewart's a little kid and he's watching an interview with Hal Jordan on like 60 Minutes. And so I like the fact that John Stewart was already a fan. Like he wanted to be a Green Lantern so bad because he was such a fan of Hal. And then he meets Hal, and Hal's kind of a dick, but he still respects Hal because
Yeah,
Hal's done so much. And the most recent, like each episode ends on a huge cliffhanger to where you're like, fuck. Like anytime it goes to credits, you're like, fuck, I gotta wait next week. Um,
that's a good feeling. That's how you know the show's doing what it's supposed to be doing.
right. And like the most recent episode ended with bringing in another character from Green Lantern lore, and then it ends with like a question, and then it goes to credits. And you're like, come on, give me more, But that's also what I like about shows doing weekly releases as opposed to dropping everything out at once.
Yeah, the suspense for each episode.
Yeah, like I'm happy that HBO Max does that. I'm happy that Prime does that, to where it's just like, tune in next week for a new episode of blah blah blah. And I'm like, come on. I feel the same way with the new season of Reacher, where each episode ends on it. Like it started off slow, and then the most recent episode ended on like a huge plot twist reveal. And I'm watching this at 2 a.m, going, "Fuck! Come on! Next week, I gotta wait till next week to watch this shit."
You
Um,
cannot do this to me, not right now.
I demand to know why you won't give me more episodes of Reacher and Lanterns. God damn it. But no, Lanterns. I know you said you're not crazy about it, but I kind of wish you would watch it. It's really really good. It's so good.
Yeah,
But
I never been a big Green Lantern fan.
I mean, neither have I. But this is what's kind of selling me on the character. But again, it's just personal preferences.
Yeah.
But Lanterns is a hit so far. And again, can't wait to see Aaron Pierre, because I already know Aaron Pierre is going to be in Man of Tomorrow. So obviously the show ends with him becoming Green Lantern, but they kind of they want you to think that you're thinking, because it's like, what if he doesn't become Green Lantern? What if he does? You know what I mean? Like, it's the steps of like why he ends up becoming Green Lantern, and it feels more earned than just like, here you go. So you find out why, and then you're more invested in the character by the time he shows up in Tomorrow. So, but yeah, Lanterns is awesome. Can't can't recommend it enough. Let's talk about X-Men, because you and me had a chance to talk about X-Men.
Mm-hmm.
How did you feel about 97 season 2?
I thought it was great. I thought we took good risk. I thought that they definitely had fun and liberties with the show this season, much like they did last season. I liked it. You could tell that you could tell Bo's fingerprints are still on the show in certain points, and you can kind of see the shift from him to the new creators and writers and stuff like that. But still strong, still very strong.
I wasn't crazy about it.
Mhm.
I thought it had a good beginning, like the
That's
first
what
4 episodes.
that's what I'm saying. You can see the shift, right? You get what I'm
Yeah,
talking about? Yeah, you can see the
yeah, yeah,
creative shift.
yeah. And then I liked the beginning. I liked how they were doing other stories about other mutants. Like, they did the episode with about Nightcrawler. They did one about Colossus. They did one about what's her name? The Magneto's daughter. What's her name? Not Scarlet Witch, but who's the other chick?
Polaris.
Polaris, which I thought that was a cool episode. And then they did the Wolverine episode, which was basically the Thing, where
Mm-hmm.
he went back to get adamantium and shit. Whenever they got back to the not Colossus, the Apocalypse stuff, I thought that was kind of rushed, because I think Apocalypse is such a difficult character to write for, and I thought in the beginning they did a good job at establishing him at being this very flawed and broken character, that by the time he became a villain, it felt more earned. To where
Yeah,
just like, oh, I get it. I get why you're a villain. I wish you wouldn't become a villain, but I get why you're a villain. And after that, it almost felt like they kind of wrote themselves into a corner of like, well, he's too powerful. I don't know if we can have him come out in every episode. So we're gonna do all these other episodes, and then we're gonna wait. I do think this season should have been like longer, as far as like more episodes, because like it was only 9 episodes. It should have been at least maybe an episode or two longer.
that's my, and I agree, and I hate to cut you off, but
No,
I
no,
kind of want to add to your point. We should at least do 15 episodes
right.
so we can have more time to flesh out stories. You can do it. You can do it. Why not? It's not like people don't want to see this. It's not like, oh, it's a risk that we can't really afford to take. Yes, you can. Why not? You're already working on season 3 and 4 already. I mean, come on. You can do it. I just, yeah, they need more episodes, man. They do. They definitely do. You have so much characters to tell so many different stories with. and you can
Right.
tell that in more episodes without it feeling rushed.
Very true. Yeah, because at that last episode, like, there's so much they could have done because, like, they brought up the quote from Apocalypse where he's like, I told you the people that you love are gonna be your undoing, and then they just rushed through that where they had Rogue come in and just like kind of not really do much. All she did was just grab Gambit and or not Gambit, Apocalypse, and just like put him into this like little crystal thing, and that's it. And again, that should have been an episode or two longer, and just the ramifications of what Nightcrawler did. That should have earned like the last half of like a finale where it's everybody mourning Nightcrawler. Instead, it was just like, oh, he's dead. Okay, let's move on. So
Yeah.
again, I didn't hate the show. It was really rushed. I hate when they rush things.
It wasn't as strong as last season. Well, we kind of knew that coming in,
Yeah.
Once they got rid of Bo DeMayo, we knew there was going to be some type of shift, and I was waiting for that shift to happen, and it definitely did. So, but I still enjoyed it for the most part.
Yeah.
I just hope that we take our time next season. We take our time next season, and we hit a home run. So,
yeah, I mean, they've already got approved for 3 and 4, so
3 and 4, yeah, definitely. I'm like, yeah.
All right, so 97. Let's talk about the casting news that happened a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
So D23 happened, I believe, about 2 weeks ago, and they gave us some big shit. One of it being announcing the X-Men movie from the MCU, which already has a director, already has writers, already has a date, May the 5th, 2028.
Which is around the times that the old X-Men movies came out.
Yes, sir. Jake Schreier, who did Thunderbolts, which was very good. It just didn't make a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of casual fans don't know what the Thunderbolts are, so
yeah,
it's a hard sell.
Yeah, I get it. Brought out the rest of the cast. Sadie Sink, who got revealed as we already knew as our Jean Grey,
the greatest reveal of all time.
Yeah, exactly. And they brought out the rest of the cast. So they brought out Scott Summers, who I'm blanking on his name. Hold on, let me bring up the cast real quick. Oh, Kit Connors, that's his name. Kit Connors will be Scott Summers / Cyclops, and
I've never seen anything this kid's ever done before.
Yeah, me neither. I mean, I know maybe 2 things he's been in, and I can't really say he like blew me away or anything, but like he looks the part. He's jacked. So let's see what he does. I always say we need more fresh faces.
Yeah,
but we can't just have the same fucking people all the time. So I like the fact that I don't know much about him. So let's see what he does as Scott Summers. So Kit Connors, as Charles Xavier, you have Christopher Abbott, who I only know from 2 things that I didn't really like, and that was Wolfman and Kraven the Hunter. He was in Kraven. He was a character named the Foreigner.
The Foreigner, yeah.
Which again, I can't really blame that on the actor. I blame that on the writing. So, but the first American actor to play Xavier in live action. So that's gonna be interesting. Playing Storm is Maya Boyd, who's brand spanking new.
Yeah, I never heard of this girl.
She's she's a Broadway actress. That's
Broadway, huh? So she's gonna. Oh my God! So she's gonna be doing Storm the Shakespearean way, huh? Like in the cartoon.
Yeah, Allison Seeley Smith did Broadway. Before she got cast as Storm,
and you can tell.
She said what sold her on the role was that they described Storm as a queen, and she's like, "Oh, a queen." So,
looking up at the new T'Challa.
Love it. Hey, from what I heard, Ryan Coogler had a hand in casting her.
Well, there you go. The connection's going to be there already, huh?
Yes, sir. Playing Rogue is Indy Navarrete, who's had some huge a lot of praise this year for Obsession.
Yeah,
With,
I hadn't seen that movie, but a lot of people talk about it. They go nuts about it. So yeah,
and she's great. So far she's my favorite. She's done my favorite performance of the year.
yeah.
There's talk about her maybe even getting an Oscar nomination. Like
Well,
that's
there
how
you
good
go.
she was in the role. I know people aren't too happy about her in the role, and I just can't really pinpoint as to why.
Because they feel like she's overrated already.
That, and also from what I'm hearing is that she's not thick enough.
Mm, well, as a guy who's recently trained a bony, skinny girl into getting muscle, um, and she's got a big old butt now, so like it can be done. It can be done in a year.
Well, the thing is, like, they're so fixated on that one shot of Storm with her ass hanging out. They're like, Storm has to be thick. It's like,
Oh, you're talking about Rogue.
Rogue. I'm sorry,
When
Rogue.
Rogue was laying down and the the butt cheek. Yeah. Anna Paquin wasn't thick. I thought Anna Paquin was kind of weird and ugly looking, to be quite honest with you. I didn't see anybody really talking about that back in the day.
She wasn't that good. No.
Mm,
To be fair, nobody was really that good in the role because they're all written by Wolverine fanboys.
yeah, it was Wolverine and X-Men. We talked about this 1,000 times, but
Yeah.
yeah, it was just not good.
So I think she can pull it off. I can see her either doing I can see her dressed up in like the 90s costume or even like the X-Men Evolution costume where she's like goth rogue. So I think she'll do great.
Anything is better than Anna Paquin. That's all I
Yeah.
gotta say.
I think another reason why people are hating on her is like the film bros who do the whole she's doing a Marvel film and not this film. It's like, yeah, bitch, she's got bills to pay.
Yeah, motherfucker, she want to be set for life.
Yeah, because she turned down doing the sequel to Heat, and that would have been with Leonardo DiCaprio and Christian Bale, which I love the first movie Heat. The thing is, she wouldn't have been a big part of this film. She just would have been in a. People would have gone to see Heat because of DiCaprio and Christian Bale, not
Heat. You talking about Heat with Robert De Niro and what you call it from back in the day?
Pacino. Yeah, Heat.
Wow. They making a sequel of that? That's crazy.
I think it's a prequel. It's a
Prequel?
prequel to Heat, where like younger versions of those characters.
Okay.
Which
All right.
which I'll see that, but like to be honest, people would have just gone to see DiCaprio and Bale and not Indy. Indy would have been a small part of the film.
Yeah.
Whereas in she'll still be a part of an ensemble, but I can imagine she'll have a bigger role because she's kind of hot shit right now. And Rogue, if they kind of do what they did in the comics and the cartoons, like Rogue is gonna fuck up Captain Marvel.
Man, Brie Larson couldn't touch that if she wanted to with a 10-foot pole.
Well, you know who else wants to touch it? Rogue, because she wants her fucking powers.
Yeah.
But anyways, I'm happy for her because I love her. I think Indy's great. I think she'll knock it out of the park.
I know a lot of people wanted that other girl. What's the other girl's name with the curly hair?
Oh, forget her name, but I've seen her in things. I think look wise, yeah, but it's like I don't know. They also wanted Kaylee Spaney, which apparently she's up for another role in the movie. She might be uh what the fuck is her name? Kitty Pryde.
Kitty Pryde.
So again, it's just like also people need to take into account that A, maybe these actors just turn the roles down, and B, they're busy.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But from what I heard, she might be up for another role in the movie. So you never know. But and to round it out, playing Mr. Sinister is Adam Driver.
Adam Driver does look like he kind of favors a lot of the other different iterations of Mr. Sinister in the comic books. So yeah, no, that's good. I mean, we're going younger here. That's what they needed to do. We need to go younger. And that's what we're gonna do. And no Magneto so far, so that's definitely gonna be interesting. I think we don't need any Wolverine or Magneto for a while, to be
No,
honest with
keep
you.
Wolverine the fuck away from this shit. Like
Yeah.
at least for a while. Like
Let's do
I
3
think
movies without Wolverine.
I think it would be better for them to maybe do a Wolverine series where you just like chronicle his entire life before meeting up with the X-Men. Because I think I think Wolverine's an easy way to integrate him into the MCU because he's immortal, and for Wolverine, he doesn't give a fuck. So like when like Infinity War and Endgame was happening, he was like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, my problem is I don't think they're gonna put a character that big on a Disney Plus series. I'm about to say Disney Channel series, Disney Plus series. I don't think they're gonna put that. That's a good
I'm,
idea on paper, Drew, but business wise, I just don't see that happening.
I mean, they did it for
But
Daredevil.
yeah, that's because Daredevil ain't gonna make them money. You know what I'm saying? There's levels to this shit.
I don't know. I'd be fine with a Wolverine series.
I would be too, but I just don't see them doing it because they know they can make money with Wolverine in the movie theaters.
Yeah.
Daredevil and the Punisher, they ain't got so great track records in the movie theaters,
Yeah.
Just like you're not going to do a Polaris movie in the movie theaters either.
Polaris. But
then again, they did do the Eternals. God bless their hearts.
okay, so I'm doing my Doomsday marathon, and I came up on Eternals.
Yeah.
Oh boy, because I haven't seen that since I was in the theaters. Since I saw it in the theaters, this is my first time seeing it in a while, and it is such a slog to get through. Like the last act, I enjoyed more because there was more oomph to it. The rest of the movie was just so dry and so boring and just talky talk as Draper describes it. Like, and just the fact that the only time we've ever gotten Mahershala Ali as Blade was just him saying things off camera in a post-credit scene. Yeah. Like that was bad. Thor Love and Thunder was even worse because it's like I was getting so angry with the jokes. Especially the fucking whole thing with him wanting to pretty much like the whole like love triangle thing with his hammers. I just thought was just like, who thought this was funny? Like, this shit ain't funny. None of this shit's fucking funny. Like, I'm getting angry thinking about it. Like, I just wanted to storm into the Marvel Studios like writing room after that movie and be like, y'all thought this shit was funny?
Y'all thought this was fucking great. Which one of
y'all? Nah, this shit wasn't funny. Great? You wasted Christian Bale, who was supposed to be a god butcher, and he only killed like 2 gods. You bring in Zeus, and you made him a fucking joke. And then you brought in the dude from Ted Lasso to be Hercules for like 5 seconds, and you haven't done shit with that since. So it's like, Jesus.
The guy looked like a monster too. You can tell that guy got himself in some pretty good shape, or it was just a tight ass costume. Either or, he looked like a Hercules.
Yeah,
but no follow up, right? Just and like then, a lot of other things they haven't followed up on. But I guess we'll talk about some of that when we talk about Doomsday, though.
Right, because like other movies that are coming up on my list, I had to take them off because I'm like, I can't subject myself to this. I had to take Quantumania off because I was I can't watch this shit. Oh, and also because Kang is done, so why do I need to watch this?
You know, back to '97 though, they did Kang pretty well.
Oh yeah, they made Kang interesting and more menacing.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, that was great. Him taking off in the Kang costume.
Only time will tell.
That was funny as fuck. I don't know why it was funny. Him putting the helmet on and looking at the camera. I was laughing. I don't know why that got awesome. That got a good chuckle out of me.
Had to take off Brave New World, which is unfortunate because like I didn't think the movie was terrible, but it wasn't good either. Yeah. And that's a shame because it's like they kind of fucked over Anthony Mackie.
Big time. Well, I mean, I know I was screaming and ranting like a madman, but I knew that was going to happen. They gave him a shitty director. The movie wasn't, I mean, if, like I said, I hate to beat a dead horse and repeat myself over and over again, but if you didn't think any better, you would have thought this was a Red Hulk movie featuring Captain America.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
that whack post-credit scene of what's his name with the weird frog head where he's like, they're coming.
They're coming.
Other people from other worlds, they're coming. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. You know where I'm going? Out. Get the fuck out of here. But yeah, let's talk about Doomsday.
Yeah, yeah,
So they
yes.
we've had two Doomsday trailers, I think, in the last month and a half,
Yeah, well,
which is
now is the time. We got to get the ball rolling on the hype.
and they released tickets for it a while back, but that was for like the I guess premium tickets because they want to do their Infinity Vision, which in other words, Dune got all the IMAX showings, so they're like they basically did the Thanos thing of fine, I'll do it myself. Um, so they released more tickets to the public, and there weren't any Infinity Vision tickets left, so I had to like get the standard on opening night because we always like to go opening night, which is fine. It's whatever. Um, yeah, they released the new trailer at D23, which this is a much better trailer,
Oh
much
yeah,
better.
yeah, definitely.
Because the first one,
You can tell the first one is just kind of holding back a little bit.
yeah, the first one I think was just for people to go, hey, there's that guy. Like it was cool.
Yeah,
It was cool.
like my mama says, it's enough to wet your throat.
Enough to wet your whistle.
Yeah,
Um, this one was more giving us a good insight on not just Doom, but the history of Doom and the Fantastic Four.
yeah,
They kind of answered that question of like, because there was that rumor of like, Doctor Doom will be fixated on Steve Rogers, and it's like, what? Why? And this answered that question of like, they do have a past, and I've already kind of said my criticisms of like them bringing back them, shoehorning in Doom and then bringing back Downey and brought and Evans, was forced because like that was at a point 2 years ago where Marvel was in a bad spot of like the shit that we put out hasn't been that good,
yeah.
and now they're kind of on a huge roll, which started with Deadpool and Wolverine, and
Hmm.
then so on with like Daredevil and stuff like Wonder Man, which got canceled, and
Yeah,
other stuff like
we're putting out guaranteed money makers now
yeah,
instead
which
of
is
this experimental stuff that doesn't work for anybody.
they kind of this is what they should do. Like they need to start playing the hits.
Yeah,
And unfortunately, as much as I love Wonder Man and the fact that it got canceled, even though they announced a season two, it's just like they need to start putting out hits. Daredevil is kind of one of their hits, but the third season is going to be the last one. So, Spider Man's already breaking records. It's already the fifth highest grossing movie of all time.
that's my motherfucking boy.
He's about to pass Titanic. He's probably going to pass Avatar too.
Hell yeah, we get past that all that boring shit.
And then they're re-releasing Endgame in theaters.
Who's watching that? Oh, I'm watching Endgame.
Yeah, with
Love it.
5 minutes of extra footage that leads up to Doomsday, apparently.
Well, really? So
Uh,
Doctor Doom's gonna chop somebody's head off at the end? Is he gonna kill Thanos? Is that gonna be
exactly.
the deleted scene? He'll rip his heart out?
They're probably gonna do that shit of like, see, Doom has been here the whole time, where like Doom appears in the background, just going, "I see you, bitch."
He just walks up to Thanos and just kills him, punches him
You're
in
just
the
gonna
face, fucking
you're gonna
just
hear that song. You're gonna hear that song playing. I guess you wonder where I've been.
yeah, he whistles off in the background. He's like, and then they show Doctor Doom will be in Doomsday.
You just see Doctor Doom with a newspaper, and he just like slowly brings it down while he's just staring at the audience.
Oh, you thought I was done? The mask just slips off as Robert Downey Jr. Dun dun dun.
I know they said there's an interesting way where they can retcon like the post credit for Endgame, where like it's the sound of Tony clanging and like building the mask, or they can say that that's really Doctor Doom doing that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see it. We're gonna see it, because we want to see that shit. Like the experience of Endgame is one of my favorite like movie experiences. It's to this day. So seeing the re-release, fuck yeah, we're gonna be there. Like Betty was asking me, are we gonna see Doom's Endgame in theaters? I go, so you want to see that? You want to see the re-release? And she's like, fuck yeah. So I'm like, I guess we're seeing it. Yeah, the going back to Doomsday, yeah, the trailer was a lot better because it gave you an insight on as to their relationship. Because like Sue Storm was like, I remember Victor being like kind and caring, and then he had everything taken away from him. And I knew he was broken, but I didn't know he was so empty. Or how she say it? I knew he felt hollow, but I didn't know how broken he was. And just playing that music, where it almost seems like you're watching a horror movie, where like it's the camera angle of just showing him. I think that suit looks fucking dope. By the way, I love that suit. Um, and then it shows the charred remains of what looks like a city, which people are speculating that that's possibly Toby's like city, like Toby's New York City.
Yeah.
Um, and it cuts to Pedro as Reed going, Victor, did you do this? And then it cuts back to him going, answer me, Victor, did you do this? And then he's fighting. Like there's that one line, like you hear Downey's voice is Doom, but you can't even tell it's Downey, which I think is great.
Yeah, no, he's definitely Euroed it up, for the voice.
Like it doesn't sound overly animated. Like it sounds like his voice. Like it sounds like that's the way of like that person speaking. Where he's going, all of you have lived stolen lives, and now you must give them back.
Yeah.
And then it cuts to Thor being like, "You'll be begging for hell long before I give it to you."
Yep.
And then cuts to him, cashing the Stormbreaker with two fingers, and then just like, telling him to fuck off. And he's like, "Hell answers to me, for I am Doom." And then he brings back the Sentinels, which is the Sentinels from the fucking comics and the cartoons. From like, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
When I saw that, when I was watching that trailer and my cat was laying next to me, when that happened, I went, yeah. And she went, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like she got scared. So, but that was a badass trailer, dude. Loved it.
Yeah, it was. It was a damn good trailer. My opinions on Doom right now have drastically shifted.
Mhm.
Downey has so far what we've seen, Downey has proven that he will not be Tony Stark in this thing up, that he is taking this part seriously. I didn't think he wouldn't. It's just how you gonna distinguish yourself from Tony Stark, after all this time. And what are we gonna do to once that mask comes off? Because you bet your sweet fucking ass that mask is coming off at some point.
I hope not.
What does he look like? So are we gonna go all the way? Is he gonna be disfigured? There's gonna have to be there's gonna be a moment where they go impossible. Thor's gonna be like, what the fuck? Well, not that, not in that exact word, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen, but can we can we make things different? And so far so good. So yeah, I can't wait to see what we do here.
As long as I have a good introduction, because again, this was very shoehorned in, but as long as I have a good introduction to Doom as a character and a a huge, almost like an entity, pretty much because the movie's named after him.
He's got to kill people. He's got to
That's
kill
all I
people.
care about. Yeah, because the way it seems is that he's going to start out as an ally, but then he's going to be revealed to be the villain.
Yeah.
Because Reed going, Victor, did you do this? And he's like, how did you do this? So it's implied that he's going to help, the heroes, quote unquote, help. And then I guess whenever they get to that the charred remains of wherever that place was, Reed's gonna put two and two together and realize, Victor, what the fuck happened? So, um, also, I know there's already been the announcements of like because we had the big chair announcements and everything. So, who else do you see as like a surprise in this movie?
Well, Maguire, I think, is definitely going to be in it. We're going to have
Yeah.
one Spider-Man in this joint at least.
Yeah.
Not doing an Avengers movie without Spider-Man. And if Holland's not in this at all, and if he has a minimal part at best, because there was the rumors about the reshoots and how, somebody was spotted wearing his costume at the reshoots. So if that's minimalized, then there's gotta have to be some type of Spider-Man in this movie somewhere. And what better way to go than an old school fan favorite? You got to close out the X-Men, the original X-Men story, and you got to close out a lot of other different stories without trying to close out Tobey Maguire's story. Nah, man. I think you're gonna explore that a little bit more, and I think they're gonna want that reaction in the movie theaters when we see him and stuff like that. Same thing with Hugh Jackman wasn't originally announced for it either, was he?
There's speculation that he might be in it because they did the thing at D23 where
But
he
I was
was
just
like,
saying, what was he announced?
no.
Okay, so yeah, I think he's gonna be surprised as well. I do think some of those rumors are true that they're gonna be fighting each other. I do believe that. I believe that.
So let me ask you something. What do you think is going to constitute them fighting each other?
I think all these incursions, uh, and I think Doctor Doom might have already went to that X-Men universe trying to bargain deals and try to get these universes to kill off each other.
Hmm. All right.
Yeah,
Because I know allegedly the movie's supposed to begin with Toby fighting the X-Men.
I believe it.
I know one story was Deadpool has a small role in this, but his role gets bigger in Secret Wars.
Yeah,
Like the idea of Deadpool is that he kind of helps the Avengers a little bit, and then he kind of dips out because he's like, "I'm going to get more help." And then
yeah,
Secret Wars, like the end of Doomsday, like him and Wolverine show up for a little bit, and then they kind of save him for Secret Wars.
yeah. I think so too. I think, um, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. I think we're gonna see Doctor Strange and Clea. Might see Agatha, um, Scarlet Witch, because Doom's got his his goons.
Mm-hmm.
So I think one of those three or all four of them might actually be his assistants there.
Right.
We saw the costume with the one with the two eyes, and then the third one's on top of the head. I think that might be for Doctor Doom or Doctor Strange.
Mm-hmm.
When him and Cleo went multiverse hunting and hopping at the end of Doctor Strange, I think that's gonna be. I think they run into Doom. Doom manipulates them somehow into helping them with this, especially after what Doctor Strange went through with Peter and uh No Way Home. I think that's all gonna tie in together.
Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah,
Um,
I don't think it's gonna be a willingly heel turn, so to speak, in wrestling terms. But I think
yeah.
it's gonna be a manipulation tactic.
So for Secret Wars, from what I heard, they already started filming. Um,
I think there's a
and
good chance that we will see all three of the Spider-Man together again in that one.
oh yeah, because Andrew still needs to fight an alien. Like in No Way Home, he wants to fight an alien.
Yeah,
So let my boy fight somebody.
but
Um,
and I think that'll be that. I
uh-huh.
think we'll see the Guardians again, the new Guardians that they left off with.
So I just rewatched 3
Hmm.
for the rewatch, and they didn't kill anybody off. Everyone just kind of went their way.
Yeah,
Peter went to Earth, and I know Chris Pratt's kind of been quiet, but he's kind of speculated that they have been talking about bringing him back and doing something. Uh,
yeah, because
Batista,
he's too good
like
in that role, and I know Batista. He's loyal to guns, so I don't think he's coming back.
he's also going to be playing Kratos. So I don't know if. Well, I mean,
Yeah,
well, one of the reasons why he said he wanted to leave playing Drax was mainly because it's just like, listen, I'm over 50. I can't keep playing this role where I have my shirt off all the time. So I need to kind of like dial it back down health wise. And there was a point last year where he like lost a shit ton of weight. Like he looked, thin,
looked
and
really
now he's
scary.
black, and now he's going to be back playing another role similar. Well, not similar to Drax, but like in the same vein of like I'm playing this badass with my shirt off.
Yeah,
So I mean, there's a possibility he could come back. Zoe Saldana, she could come back. I mean, Karen Gillian, I haven't really heard about her saying she doesn't want to come back.
Yeah.
Bradley Cooper, he's too good as fucking Rocket not to come back. Uh, Vin Diesel, his only lines are just to say "I am Groot," so I don't see why he wouldn't want to come back.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there's a possibility that all these guys could come back. You know, Downey came back. You know, Evans came back. So, I mean, this, you know, never say never. But like you said, they're loyal to guns in DC. So,
Yeah, and they're all fishing for roles in that. Hell, didn't Batista just say not too long ago he wanted to play Bane?
yeah, he did say that. He also said Hugo Strange.
I think with his current look, with those weird lips he's got now, the Botox joints, and that the grays rocking, Batista would be a damn good Doctor Strange. They gotta cover his lips up or some shit, man. That shit is distracting, man.
You have this weird fascination with lips, and I don't get it.
His Botox lips, and every time I talk about his lips, is that his fucking Botox lips? How am I the only one? Am I the only one that's seeing it?
I mean, I don't stare at dudes' lips.
No, but when you have a 70-inch TV screen,
Right.
especially in my case, and it's sitting on my dresser and it's a few feet away from my bed, yeah, it's in my face. I got no choice but to see it. It's like, bro, what the fuck did you do to your lips? You're like a fucking frog.
But
Batista,
yeah, the Guardians could come back.
Secret around his neck and shit. What the fuck is going on, nigga?
I mean, other characters that come back in Secret Wars. I mean, you can maybe bring back Nick Cage as Ghost Rider, and then use that as a way to introduce Ryan Gosling as Ghost Rider.
Kill him off. Get rid of him. Nicolas Cage, droopy dog face. Get him out of here.
I mean, it's Nicolas Cage. You got to bring him back. You got to bring back the Cage.
He said he don't want to come back.
He'll be back when he sees that paycheck. He'll come back.
Money talks, bullshit walks.
For like, if it's like for a 5-minute scene.
I hope he gets his head chopped off.
Oh, stop. And also, Spider-Verse.
Made that character a joke.
The third Spider-Verse films comes out before Secret Wars.
It does. Miles Morales is going to be in there.
Yeah.
We got to get a cartoon cameo from the cartoon Miles Morales.
As long as he doesn't creep on his female co-stars, he'll be fine.
Oh, none of them women gonna put up with that. The lady that plays Okoye and sure they ain't gonna put up with that shit.
No, but you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, some of the women he's going after are softies and not gonna put him in his place in public, and not to his face, probably.
I mean, Haley. I think Haley will probably put him in his place.
She didn't do it. She let that shit linger on. She just gave him looks and shit. And sometimes motherfuckers can't read the room. No, you got to tell a motherfucker, quit perving on me. Get the fuck out of my face.
I mean, probably her quarterback husband maybe put him in his place.
Josh Allen looks soft to me. I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know,
maybe.
I mean, that's neither here nor there. But like, so I don't know. There's a lot of shit. There's so much shit coming out next year. There's so much shit coming out in 2028 because there's X-Men, there's Ghost Rider, and then there's Black Panther 3. All in 2028.
I'm excited for all three of those too.
Yeah, that's kind of the lay of the land for Marvel. I mean, Doomsday, we got 4 more. What is it? 3.5 months. It'll be here before you know it.
Be here before you know it. Yeah, right there.
And right as when Spider-Man's getting all this attention, Dr. Doom's like, all right, bitch. Like, I see you. So, I mean, I think the pre-sales are already surpassing Spider-Man.
Yeah, I mean, it's a big, giant ensemble movie. People have been waiting for years to see a proper Dr. Doom. God damn, Proctor. Shit. I bawled before I crawled. Yeah, but everybody's been waiting to see a proper Dr. Doom interpretation. Julian McMahon, I thought he was all right for what they gave him back in those early Fantastic Four movies. I thought he was villainous enough. The other guy, angry school shooter with a mask, in my opinion.
Oh God! The less said about that dude, the better.
Yeah, just awful. No aura of Victor Von Doom. I don't know what the fuck that was. That was Asmic Asherson, as far as I'm concerned. But I think they finally got it. They finally got it. The costume looks great. The mask looks great. Even the God Emperor Doom costume that came out looks fire, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, man. Doom's followers they look like they're gonna be eating good with great costumes as well. So I mean, this is gonna be I think it's gonna be great. I think it's gonna be great. It's I think they're gonna have to take chances in order for this to work. And I think they will take chances. I think Doctor Doom is gonna fuck some shit up, man. And we're gonna have some long-standing consequences, especially maybe heading past Secret Wars, but definitely heading into Secret Wars for sure.
This whole movie is just going to be Doctor Doom pointing at shit and going, "Hey, you like this? Yeah, he's dead.
Loki's dying again.
Loki's dying again. Oh, you like Patrick Stewart? Come here, Pat. Come here. Come here. No, hey, come here.
Again for the fourth time.
Where Uncle Ben? Where's Uncle Ben's bitch ass at? Oh, Uncle Ben, come here.
Oh, y'all didn't think y'all thought this shit wasn't gonna happen on screen? Gotcha.
It's like Tom Hanks. What are you doing in this movie? Ben Parker.
Tom Hanks playing Uncle Ben. That's great.
I like the idea of Doom just going to different universes and finding a Ben Parker, just being like dead.
Just delete everybody.
Like Joe Puncher says, there's going to be a lot of death. So much death in this movie.
Aunt May being played by Sidney Sweeney.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Well, I might, well, hold up, man. I might keep you around for reasons.
Hold on.
This is gonna be a Doomsday. That's for damn sure.
Oh my God. Man, the way you're wearing that blouse is so elegant.
With great titties comes great responsibility.
There's gonna be Doomsday, all right. Oof. Dun dun dun.
And it's revealed that Doomsday is actually RJ.
Oh shit. Turn around, look at the camera, wink. Ding.
Doomsday about to fuck all your wives.
Black Avenged Doomsday.
Dun, 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 dun,
starring RJ Black.
All of you have been dating too many fine ass white women.
It's time.
And now you must give them
back to me.
For I am RJ.
RJ the Brooklyn Doom.
That'd be a great movie. You can't show it in America, but that'd be a great movie.
It'd be a great movie. Great fucking movie.
It'd make $3 billion.
$3 billion. Ho!
Oh man, nothing would get solved. It would just you be fucking everybody in the MCU.
Okoye, bring that bald head over here. Bring it over here to me right now. Let me look it for good luck.
Just go to you just go to Victor and be like, man, Vic, why are you so mad? What you need is some ass.
All right. What are you so mad for? You see Scarlet Witch over there?
You're right.
I get it. I get it. She's a bag of bones, but that's all you, brother.
Sometimes crazy is good.
Yeah. Go ahead. Hey, Agatha, how you doing? Heard you got a lot of cushion for the pushing, if you know what I mean.
It'd be like that What If episode where like T'Challa became Star-Lord and he's like the best way to solve the Thanos problem is to just help him see how just basically like help him see how awesome things are. That'd basically be you, where it's just like, dude, why are you so mad? Like, come on, man. You need to wet your whistle every now and then.
You can't see the sparks from the trees. Come on, Doc.
You guys are just hanging out somewhere and Doom just comes up. RJ showed me. He just showed me how life can be so much better.
I mean,
if I just got down.
Yeah, you just got down. Look at Sarah Jane. Don't look at the face, but look at her neck down. Don't you want to touch something like that? Absolutely.
Shit, these are my witches. They about to get stitches.
They better get down with the brown.
Oh, that's a great movie I want to watch.
This is a controversial movie.
Avengers Doomsday.
Doomsday. Starring RJ the Brooklyn Savage and Pontoon Gorilla Monsoon.
And then the sequel to that will be Secret Whores.
Secret whores. Oh god.
Oh man. But I guess lastly, Cody Rhodes was seen at Marvel Studios. Wasn't really really any context as to what he was doing there. Might have just been to visit, maybe to talk for a role because he's doing movies now. He's going to be in the Street Fighter movie where he's Guile.
Yeah.
Again, it's just kind of a nothing thing. So like, who do you think Cody Rhodes can play in the MCU?
I mean, the possibilities are limitless. He could be a good guy. He could be a bad guy. There's so many characters he can do. Assuming the role ain't gonna be humongous, because
Right.
I don't know if WWE's gonna want him to be gone for too fucking long.
True.
So assuming he's gonna be playing somebody that's on the minor side of things, it could literally be anybody. I don't think he's gonna get like some life-changing role. I could be wrong, but I don't think he's gonna get a life-changing role. But he's gonna get something similar to Seth, which I feel bad for Seth, by the way, because the way that shit was looking, like it was gonna be pretty good. Him going after the Serpent Society, that was gonna be fun.
Right.
But yeah, they fucked Seth Rollins on that one. I ain't gonna lie. But as far as Cody goes, I don't know. He might get a role similar to Seth, where he's playing like a minimal villain or something like that.
Or he can be a hero. I mean, I would think they'd want Cody to be a hero at least, maybe like an ancillary hero. I mean, they're doing a Nova movie.
No, I just don't. Cody Rhodes talks with that list, but I don't. That's another reason I don't think he's gonna be playing a hero, because he's got a monologue and people gotta hear that lisp all the time.
Well, I mean, he's taking acting classes, so I would assume he's finding ways to maybe get rid of the lisp.
You can take all the acting classes in the world, the lisp's still gonna pop up.
Well, I mean, like, I know it's kind of not that similar, but Matthew McConaughey, like, the more films that he does, he finds a way to get rid of that southern drawl.
Yeah, I mean, an accent you can easily get rid of.
True.
Yeah, so. Especially if you're in an environment for too long, you can get rid of it.
You know, because like if Matthew McConaughey was like Norman Osborn, like him doing that southern drawl would be kind of off-putting. I mean,
it'd be funny as fuck. I ain't gonna lie.
all right, Spider-Man.
You done crossed me for the last goddamn time.
I gave you friendship and you spit in my face.
Mary Jane and I are gonna have a hell of a time.
Can the Spider-Man come out to play? All right.
I told you this is your goddamn fault. You wanted this.
Harry, you're weak, and you've always been weak. You gotta do what's necessary and avenge me.
Do it. You bitch boy. You bitch boy, you do it.
No.
You do it there, son. You do it. Motherfucker.
Harry's on sabbatical, honey.
He can't come out to play today. Oh man. Yeah, Matthew McConaughey is Harry Osborn Norman Osborn would have been interesting. But I don't think we was talking about this the other day. Yeah. I don't think we need a Norman Osborn anymore. Like we had one. Willem Dafoe did his thing. You're not gonna outclass that guy. You're not gonna out crazy him.
Right.
And he already dealt damage to Peter's life.
Well, here's the thing. I don't mean to cut you off, but like, I don't think you need to do Willem Dafoe. You don't need to go crazy. You can look at the games, for example. Like, that's a different take on Norman because he's not even the Goblin yet. Like, he becomes the Goblin.
Shit.
He starts off as just like, yeah, you can tell he's kind of a shitty dude, but he means well. But then eventually what happens to Harry kind of pushes him over the edge. So like you can do a thing where you bring in Harry, but Peter doesn't know who Harry is. And then you find out that Harry is Harry Osborn. And then he meets.
I don't know, man. It's just one of those things where we did what we could do with that Green Goblin character. Like he already dealt damage to Peter's life already. Like he killed Aunt May. He killed his motherly figure. You can't go no higher than that, in my opinion.
So would you do that with Miles?
That would be a nice little twist, actually. I would
Or,
do that. I would do that with Miles.
or Miles doesn't really know shit about Norman Osborn. He just like he meets
And
Harry and they're kind of cool, and then all that shit happens.
I would do a twisted take on that because I
Yeah, because
think
like
they're not going to get rid of MJ and Ned no time soon. So
no,
I think we just got to deal with it at that point. At this point, and you could do, and especially if you want to go black with it. I mean, you can get a young black guy to play Harry, and you can, if you want Coleman Domingo to come back, you can get Coleman Domingo to do it.
Coleman's great.
Coleman is great. I think he would be a great black Norman Osborn. I mean, he's
Shit,
already done it in the show, but I think in real life, I could picture
I
him
mean,
wearing that same green suit from the cartoon.
he already played a villain as Joe Jackson in the Michael Jackson movie.
Oh my god, yo, he looked like a fucking dog in that movie.
He was such a like. If you watch that movie, he's almost like a slasher movie villain.
Yeah, the way he was looking and making them faces, I'm like, holy shit! You could just imagine that. Just picture that with him on a glider flying around.
Like, there's a scene where like the scene is that Michael fires him as his manager.
Yeah, and he just bugs the fuck out.
And then he's going to get ice cream, and then he closes the door, and then Joe's right there with this piece of paper. He's like, "You fired me? Don't fire you fired your father." Yeah, Coleman. I know Coleman's been talking about doing something MCU related.
Yeah.
It's weird because like going back to Doomsday, they have to address Kang. Like they can't just Chris Benoit Kang. Like they have to address Kang.
Maybe Doctor Doom kills him in the extended cut.
That'd be funny and fucked up if they bring back Jonathan Majors just to kill him.
That would be
like, jeez, it's like poor Jonathan Majors. Like he really did get a raw deal. Like,
hey, that's what happens when A, you date a white woman, and B, you're in the spotlight and you're getting it all. And I just think it was a culmination of a bunch of different things. Him dating a white woman, him getting physical with a white woman, and she was blonde too. Oh my god, no. And then he was getting a lot of praise from Creed and some of these other movies he was doing. He was just getting a lot and a lot and a lot. And you know what happens when you get too much? We gotta cut you down at the knees there, son. So yeah. There you go.
yeah.
Now nobody's talking about him all that much. So
I mean, he's making somewhat of a comeback, but it's in like those weird right-wing studio movies that are about like America is amazing and non-whites are bad. It's like, oh god.
Yeah. Well, you gotta make a living. You gotta make a living somehow, I guess.
So, but also Kang is such an easy character to recast because he's multiverse. He's a multiversal character. Just bring in another actor to play him.
Yeah, I just think that they saw Quantumania and it was like, you know what, fuck this. Because you're right, they easily could have recasted it, but they chose not to and went to Doctor Doom instead.
Yeah, and also
maybe they think Doctor Doom is more of a popular character than Kang too.
No, true, because like
which is very valid actually.
When they brought in Kang, I'm like, I don't really know much about Kang, and I know by that time, I know the little thing with the X-Men. Whenever they got the rights, they couldn't recast anyone until like much later. But with like Fantastic Four, they were already recasting, and technically Fox didn't own the rights to Fantastic Four. They owned the licensing, which is from like some German company. So to me, it's just like, why didn't you just have Doom come out like prior? Like, why didn't you just start the whole thing with Doom like you did with Thanos instead of like Kang? And that ended up being the way it was. So I don't know. Like, we just talked about Coleman Domingo. Coleman Domingo's right there. Just have him be King. So I don't know. That's just me. Like, point is, they have to bring it up in Doomsday. Like, Scott, he already dealt with him. Like, he can bring it up. Where he's like, a bigger threat than Kang? And it's like, yeah, Doom is a bigger threat than King. So I don't know. We'll find out. But I think that's everything we need to discuss. Was there anything you want to bring up?
Nah, man, I think that's pretty much it, honestly.
All right, peeps. All right, well, everyone, that's everything we need to bring up. Thank you to everyone watching on the YouTube channel. Make sure you sub and leave a like and a comment on this video. It helps with the algorithm. And you'll get shit like this. You'll get stuff like Friendly Neighborhood Marks. You'll get the experience, which is every Wednesday at 8 p.m. We just did a new episode yesterday, and you'll get Real Bites, which is every Monday at 6 with me and Joe Punches. And then pretty soon, with the basketball season starting up in October, we'll be doing Meadow Drive Hoops with me and Tony and Mike. So listen out for those. And yeah, just the socials, YouTube, of course, Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. So, but RJ, where can they find you?
On X at Low RG Unlimited, where my words have no limits, and that's it.
That is it, people. All right, everybody, we're out. I'll see you Monday. I'll see all of you on Monday for Real Bites. And take care. Have a good weekend and be safe. Peace out.
Peace out. Catch you guys later.